Welcome back to another episode of College Football on a Bridge. Today we're going to talk about Purdue. Um, did not turn out so well for Barry Odom in his first year. Ended up finishing 10-2, winless in the Big Ten. They leaned heavily into the portal in his first year, and then did it again this year. They're bringing in a lot of familiar faces, some kind of good, solid players coming in from Georgia, coming in from other Big Ten schools. You got Iowa State players coming in across the board, and probably one of the biggest ones here is not a transfer. It's Ryan Brown. He is coming back. Big body. He's a 6'4" quarterback. Around 220. He's a good size for a quarterback. He's kind of inconsistent last year. He threw 9 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, so nowhere near where you want to be. I think this year, kind of being second year in the system, Barry Odom's been solid coach. Things didn't work out very well for him at Missouri, but I mean he did a lot of good things at UNLV, and then which got him this job. So I think give him a little bit of time, see if these pieces kind of play in. It should not much more to go up. You have to go up from 2-10, right? They are again portal heavy. They bring in Jarrett Gibson from Texas, and see if I can get this name right. His first name is Fame Edgeboy. Coming over from Minnesota. He's 6', 210 running back. Kind of more of a bruiser. Perfect for the Big Ten, obviously, right? They are bringing in Assad Wazine from Florida Atlantic. Xavier Townsend from Iowa State. That's a big one. He was decent receiver at Iowa State. Him coming over to Purdue, that's a great weapon for Brown. They are defensively, Barry Odom is he's a defensive head coach, or he was background in defense, defense coordinator. So you expect them to kind of get things going. They have their nickelback. His name is Smiley. Love it, Smiley Bradford. So they got him going in there. They got Hadari Hines at corner. T.J. Lindsey at defensive tackle. They got Trey Smith at defensive end. They brought in Georgia defensive end Elo Madozi. It's really good for Purdue to get a Georgia defensive end. I mean, honestly, just sign him up. Can't go wrong with that. So he's coming in. They got pieces. It's just a matter of with this transfer portal system. It can work, and then it can just fall on its face. Last year kind of fell on its face, but you kind of got to give them a little bit of leniency. Year 2, things should improve from 2-10. With the pieces they brought in, with the pieces they already have, you got to improve from 2-10. You can't go winless again. So scheduling wise, this year they got Indiana State, Wake Forest, which should be an interesting matchup. At UCLA, they got Notre Dame, Illinois, Minnesota, Washington, Penn State, Maryland, Iowa, Wisconsin, Indiana. So they don't got Ohio State. They don't got Oregon. They don't got USC. They don't got Michigan. So I would sign up for that. You got Penn State with a new coach. Obviously, Matt Campbell's a great coach. Iowa's Iowa. You just kind of hold your nose and just go play, and you don't expect anything pretty. They do got Indiana at Indiana at the end of the game. But no telling by that time of year how Indiana's doing, how Purdue's doing. It's a workable schedule. Um, they kind of got a good, a pretty manageable conference schedule. Obviously, it's a not easy, but it could be a lot worse. Some of the schedules I've seen, it's like, who did they make mad to get that in, to get that kind of schedule? But last year again, 2-10 with this schedule. I can see them getting around bowl eligibility, get to a 6-6 mark, maybe a little bit better. It's a lot of it. Can the pieces get into play? And can Brown step up his game? You know, you can't have 9 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. That's just not going to fly. You just can't do that. But I expect them to improve, get them to a bowl eligibility, and then keep building on it. And I'm excited to see how Barry Odom's going to do this year and in the following years.